Hotapu. In this video, I would like to share with you a few key words from the Dogon language and ancient Egypt. This concept we'll discuss now is a very powerful concept. It's one of the most potent concepts of African cosmology. There is a word the Dogon use called Bayuali, and its kin word called Yennu. Bayuali and Yennu were called in Egypt Bayuali, or Bayuari, and Anu. The Bayuali refers to the phenomenon of all things in the universe to radiate energy, to radiate information on ways of energy. Everything is giving off energy. We call this the Bayuali, or the Bayuari. You're giving off energy. The earth is giving off energy. All the stars, plants, animals, even your cells are giving off the Bayuali, these channels of energy that are exertive, or yang, electrical in nature. They are centrifugal. They go outward. Accompanying the Bayuali are the Yennu, or the Anu in Egyptian. The Anu are the channels that receive energy, that receive information on the ways of energy. For example, imagine a radio. It can send signals and receive signals. We are all like this. The stars are like this. The planets are like this. The earth, the moon, the animals. All things can send signals and receive signals. Now, why is this important? Well, we all live upon the earth. The earth unites us all. It is our home. And the earth to us is a living deity. It's a god, a living being. We call Geb, or Seb. Many call this in the modern world the Gaia hypothesis. But to us it is the god Geb, or Seb. And Geb is a living being with an evolution. Geb must grow. Geb must evolve. And he's allowing we as humans to be part of his evolution. In exchange for allowing us to live here, allowing us to partake of his resources, he demands that we open the dialogue of energies between the Bayuali and the Yennu. That we are like little antennae walking on the earth. Our feet are drawn to the similar point of gravity at the center of the earth. But our heads are all pointed in different directions, different antennae. And we are part of the dialogue between the stars, the cosmos, all things in nature, and the earth. And we are supposed to open our channels to receive the Bayuali of the stars, of the cosmos. Pull it in through our heads, down through our bodies, through our feet, and shoot them to Geb, like roots to the earth. And allow the universal dialogue to speak through our bodies and transmit down to the earth. This helps the earth receive information about you. You see, when the other stars and forces of the galaxy send their Bayuali, they are letting Geb know what's happening in the universe, because it's a giant feedback loop. All things need to know what all other things are doing to maintain balance, to maintain the order. So Geb needs to have receptors of information, transmitters, that can receive the radio waves, so to speak, of the Bayuali, and send them to Geb. In return, Geb also shoots up from the earth his information through us to send out to the stars, to send out to the galaxies and the universe, and to the spirit world. This is the core to shamanism, this dialogue of energies between the cosmos, us, and the earth, the cosmos, and us. Now, here's where it gets juicy. Geb is serious about this. Many years ago, I first invoked Geb during a ritual, and he shocked all the people during the drumming. Geb was so aggressive. He was in fact the single most aggressive god we've ever invoked. He was mean, and he was tough, and he did not like humans. And he spoke, and he said, "You are like itches upon me. I want to scratch you away. You cover me in tar, with black tar, and I can't breathe. You choke me. You poison my blood, the rivers. You chop my lungs, the trees, and expect me to like you." He became very aggressive, and it shocked people in the room. This is because Geb expects humans to be channels of conduit of information. And when you do not participate in sharing with nature and letting nature share with you, i.e. Bayuali and Yennu, or Bayuari and Anu in Egyptian, if you shut off your channel of the dialogue of energies, Geb views you as useless. You are not feeding him information. You are not encouraging or helping his evolution. You're just wasting his resources. You're just using up his oxygen. And what he does, and here's the juicy part, he sets you on a path of self-destruction. He flips a switch in your spirit to head you towards self-destruction because you're useless. You've got to be recycled. How does this happen? Well, Geb sends through the Bayuali energy waves that cause you to do things that hurt you, but you keep doing them. In fact, you welcome it. You invite the destruction. You become an alcoholic. You go out partying, drink too much, and go driving, although your friend said, don't get in that car. You start taking drugs. You start doing unsafe things sexually. You do things. You become depressed. You become morose. You become crazy. You become schizophrenic. All kinds of things begin to happen because what he's doing is he's activating the self-destruct switch in you. And he does it in such an ingenious way. People don't fight it. They actually embrace their poison. This is the power of the ancient intelligence of Geb, what others call Gaia. Geb will not tolerate humans not helping his evolution. So what I'm saying is that many issues in society, in the gay community, many of our health issues, many of our social issues, many of our relationship issues, come from us not being conduits of the dialogue between nature and the cosmos and ourselves. We're shutting off our channels, and we're not doing what we gay men are here to do. We are the shamans of the village. We are the shamans of the town. And it is our duty to maintain the transmissions. We call these keeping the gates open, being the gatekeepers. And for us to heal our community, to really put a dent in AIDS, to put a dent in oppression, we need to connect. We need to commune with the earth, let its message come to us, and send that forth to the cosmos, and in turn receive from the cosmos, and let the earth know what's happening from our point of view, our unique point of view. This is the key to being a gay shaman. Keeping the gates open, keeping the dialogue fluid and fluxing. The movie Avatar, interestingly, captures this African concept of the Bayuali and the Yennu. As you saw in the movie, at the end, the Earth, or the planet that they were on, did respond and sent a communication to all of its life forms to fight against the takers, against the destroyers. It took a moment in the movie because Geb is somewhat slow. The Earth moves a bit slowly. It takes time for the transmission to be sent down to Geb through our Bayuali into Geb's Yennu. It takes a minute for that to happen. And then Geb processes that information and then sent back through his Bayuali into our Yennu and the Yennu of the animals and the plants and all the creatures to fight back. I was shocked when I saw that movie and that scene in particular. And the people, the avatars were there, and they were praying to the earth spirit. I said, they must have gotten their homework done on African cosmology, because this is dead on. And we, gay men, are the most skilled at keeping the channels open and flowing. And sometimes the channels will fluctuate. They will open and close and open and close. That's when sometimes you feel great, sometimes you feel rotten, sometimes you feel up on the top of the world, sometimes you feel at the bottom of the pits. It's not always you. It's not always about you. It's the Earth's channels and the cosmos' channels working through you. But a shaman, a gay shaman, is trained very, very seriously in the science of Bayuali and Yennu, the science of Bayuari and of Anu. And this is the key, again, to our power. This combined with being androgynous or being neutral. And when you begin to drink in, and I mean that literally, you drink in the energy of the stars, of the constellations, of the universe, and you let it in, and you let it go through you, down to the earth, and you feed it into the roots beneath the soles of your feet, and you stir it inside of the core of the earth, and then you feel the earth spirit respond and send you back energy and information and intuition and insight and inspiration, and you shoot it forth out into the galaxy. It's a very beautiful lifestyle. It's very harmonious, it's very simple, and it's very exquisite. So, many people in our community who are going through trials and difficulties need to simply open up the channels, become transmissions of the dialogue between the earth and the cosmos. And by doing this over and over and over, week after month after year after decade, the earth will value you and bless you and give you health and stability and resource and abundance and make the land green, make the life fulfilling, make the afterlife one that's lived among the stars. So learn these concepts very well. Learn these words. Everyone say it. Bayuali, Bayuali, Yennu, Yennu. Those are the Dogon versions of the Egyptian words Bayuari, Bayuari, and Anu, Anu. May you connect with the ground beneath your feet. May you help Geb to evolve from your point of view, from the wisdom flowing from your angle in the universe. And may you speak to the universe and connect. And may we help all beings to be in touch with all other beings on this planet and in the cosmos and in the spirit world and the ancestors. So, may your Bayuali and your Yennu be strong. May they flow. May the light of the rainbows of consciousness flow up and down through us all, bringing balance to this earth and helping the earth to rid itself of the takers and destroyers and to raise the givers back to the throne of power, maintaining Ma'ah, divine order, harmony, and justice for all. Long live the gatekeepers. Long live the gay shamans of Africa. Long live all my beloved gay shamans around the world. Long live the golden beetle system of Hapi Ra and the golden beetle. Dwau and Hotepu.